Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and safe. Today, we are back with another video for you all. Today, we are going to take up a poem taken from your book Beehive of Grade 9. Before I start today's video, I want to ask you about forces of nature. Yes, we all know about forces of nature. Nature is all powerful and so are its forces. We can say that every force seems to be mightier than the other. We can feel the bliss of flowing water, the rejuvenation power of the earth, the energy of the flowing wind, and the life pouring out of the bright sunshine. All these forces of nature have played an eminent role in the life of all human beings since time immemorial. However, at times, these forces of nature have created challenge for the existence of humans. For instance, excess of rains may cause floods. The high tides rising in the sea may cause damage to the coastal life. The violent winds and storm may uproot the entire town, and so on. Thus, the poem that we are going to read today is based on one such natural force called wind. The title of the poem is Wind and is written by Subramania Bharati. Subramania Bharati is an outstanding writer of the nationalist period. He is regarded as the father of the modern Tamil style. The poem has been translated from Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan, a Kannada and English poet well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. So, without much ado, let's start this poem. Let's enjoy the poem. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So, come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Friends, let's recite it one more time. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So, come,
Let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day.
I hope you all have understood the idea and the message conveyed by this beautiful poem called Wind.
In the first part of the poem, the poet discusses about the wind, its power, and its destructive nature. The destructive power of the wind has been linked to the adversities of life. And it's been conveyed that the weak people break down, but stronger ones emerge out of the adversities. A weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, little children, and many more things, they all get scared. And they can even fall and get hurt. The wind makes a mockery of weaklings. It brings down frail and weak houses, doors, rafters, and even weak hearts. It crushes everything that is weak. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. We must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and determination. I hope we have understood the idea and the message conveyed by this beautiful poem called Wind.
Now, let's check out some of the literary devices used in the poem.
If we talk about the rhyme scheme, the entire poem is written in free verse. There is no set rhyme scheme in the poem. Talking about the literary devices, the first device that I would like to mention is anaphora. We can see various words repeated in the poem, that too at the beginning of the sentences or at the beginning of two consecutive lines. For example, we have seen the words like don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw the books on the shelves are examples of anaphora. There are many more in the poem. Try to find out. Another poetic device is personification, where wind has been personified. Personification is a poetic device when we try to give a human trait to something which is non-living or to some animal. Here, wind has been personified as a powerful being. We can see the poet says, you are. So here he is referring to wind as you. He is treating him as a person. Another poetic device is repetition. The word crumbling has been repeated many times to lay emphasis that weak will not exist in front of the strong winds. Crumbling is an example of repetition. Next is alliteration. By alliteration, we mean the repetition of consonant sounds. Here, we can find certain examples like wind, winnows, won't, want. You can also check out some more examples. Next is symbolism. Symbolism means that the thing in which we refers to some other thing, means we use it as a symbol. Wind here is a symbol that refers to the challenges of life. The poet has used wind as a symbol of adversities in our lives, and the message being conveyed is that we have to stand strong in front of these adversities. After discussing the poetic devices, let's try and understand this poem by answering few of the MCQ questions. Who are affected by the wind? Options are A, weak, B, strong, C, people, D, things. Try to find out who are affected by the wind. Next, whom does the wind god like? I mean, who all are favorite of the wind god? Based on the poem, we can answer. Options are A, weak people, B, who talks to God, C, strong people, or D, none of the above. What is the correct option? Whom does the god of wind like? Answer is yes. I know you all know the answer. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Next, who is blown out by the wind? Options are A, weak fire, B, strong fire, C, papers, or D, all above. Yes, we have read the poem, we have understood it. Try to find out. Next, what is the message given in the poem? Options are A, be firm and strong and never feel defeated by any obstacle. B, pray to the wind. C, don't be weak. Or D, request the wind. Yes, we all have understood the message as well, so try and solve it out. Next, whom does the poet make a request to and address? Whom does the poet make a request to and whom does he request? Options are A, the people, B, his children, C, wind, or D, all above. I hope this is clear to all of you. You can mark the correct answer. What does the poet suggest to be friends with the wind? Yes, options are A, build strong homes, B, close the doors firmly, C, have strong bodies and mind. So what does the poet suggest us? And D is all of above. Find out and answer this question. I know you all know this. Next, he won't do what you tell him. Who is he in this line? Options are A, God, B, wind god, C, poet's brother, D. None of the above. Yes, what is the correct option? Find out.
Before I leave, I just want to discuss one thing. We all know that we can harness the energy of the wind for various activity. One such activity mentioned in the poem is that of winnowing. List few more activities in which we harness the energy of the wind. I hope you all can do this. Next, we all know that strong winds and storms cause destruction at large scale. Mention the names of few violent storms or winds that have caused destruction at wide level in the whole world. You have to make a list of such wild storms or violent winds that have caused massive destruction. Last but not the least, compose a short poem based on the bounties of nature or natural element of your choice. Thank you.